Hey everybody, welcome back to the Adventure Channel. Abby and I are at our next camp here, and we couldn't be more excited about where we are. This is such a beautiful place. We are in DeSoto State Park here in Fort Payne, Alabama. This is our very first time being to this campground. I've been very excited to check this place out after reading about it earlier in the year and then talking to a friend about it. And finally was able to kind of book a site here and spend a few days. So that's what we are doing. How do you feel about this place?
Well, it's exactly what you've been looking for. After all the whining that you've done, we finally found a place that has all the things that you want in it.
Well, the deeper we get into our traveling and camping, what we do, we learn each trip we go to, we learn about the things that we like and we dislike. And there's a lot of campgrounds, or should I say RV parks, that we go to that I'm never really completely happy with for various reasons that we already talked about before. Mm-hmm. But when you can get usually to a place like this, a really nice state park, it's usually much more enjoyable and it's laid out a lot larger. You have really large sites that's spaced out away from your neighbors, so you have more privacy and it's more enjoyable that way. But I am really impressed with this campground. It's beautiful. It's in the woods here, and the sites are nice and big.
Yeah.
The utility hookups are just what they're supposed to be. They're awesome.
They're in the right place.
They're in the right place.
But I would also like to say that normally when you come to state parks, it's gorgeous and beautiful and you're in the woods, but there's no TV, there's no signal, there's no Wi-Fi, and there's no town necessarily close.
Yeah.
But this one has all of those things.
It does. This one checks off all the boxes. So Abby has her Hallmark channel, so she can watch Hallmark.
Christmas movies.
There's actually pretty good Wi-Fi. I don't know how good it is in the whole park, but our spot here actually has really good Wi-Fi.
It does.
Because through the woods behind you here, there's actually the camp store is not too far, and I think it's coming from there. But
the little town, the downtown area is really cute. It's got lots
Payne.
of cute little shops and restaurants. We went to a cute coffee shop this morning, and you know there's a Walmart and
everything you need is in Fort Payne. If you need to go to the store to get some supplies, or you need to go to a drugstore.
Because sometimes us ladies need to leave you at the camp and go do anything else.
So you have your shopping down there for whatever you need, and then you have the serenity of a beautiful campground here at DeSoto.
Will you please also show them the fire pit area?
I'm absolutely going to.
I think that's genius.
So I'm going to walk around, go ahead and give you a little shot of the campground, and it's kind of empty right now, which really surprised me. It's all campsites all the way down. You can see a couple campers down there. We have some friends that are going to be coming in anytime. They're going to be camped right there, so we're looking forward to hanging out with them a little bit, spending some time with them.
Another thing too about this place that's different is a lot of the time state parks aren't good for big rigs. Not that we have a big rig necessarily, but my parents do, and there's a lot of sites that they can get and fit in.
Yes.
So
a lot of the sites here are very long.
Huge.
And then they have pull-through sites a little further over from us that are very large.
Yeah.
Big pull-through sites. So they have sites to accommodate everybody here, and it's a modern campsite. Here's our little campfire ring right here. So we enjoyed this last night as I was cooking us some dinner.
And it's nice that it's a little bit away from the camp, so the smoke isn't going in our door. And
yeah, that's been a problem before too, is the smoke going in the door whenever you open it up, because it'll make the fire alarm go off sometimes.
But again, I mean, if the neighbor is out doing theirs, they're over there.
Yeah,
so they're not
over on that side.
It's awesome.
They're over there. They're not right next to you. Typically, right where this picnic table is where your neighbors are parked when you go to an RV.
And their sewer hose.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
So, that's the great thing about most of the state parks. It's set up to be able to do the camping like you really enjoy doing, and that's what this place is all about right here.
Yeah.
And so really happy to finally be here. The other thing to mention about DeSoto is they have a lot of hiking trails here, and there's several waterfalls that you can go out and hike to. We have not done that yet, but we're going to do it while we're here. And there's DeSoto Falls a little bit to the north, so that's another spot you can go to. And then just to the south of DeSoto, you have the Little River Canyon National Preserve. That's supposed to be like I think it's like a 20-mile scenic drive going around the canyon there. It's supposed to be really pretty, so we're going to do that while we're here as well. Those are some of the things that I'm going to highlight on this trip here to DeSoto, is going to do the hikes and the waterfalls and doing the drive for the Little River Canyon. We're really
and
excited
lots of
about seeing that.
cookouts.
We're going to be doing a bunch of cooking.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely give you guys a few shots of our cooking that we're going to do. Our friends that are be coming, they enjoy doing the barbecue as well. And you can see I've got my little outdoor kitchen set up right here. I love this setup. Got my stove hooked into the camper. I like using these grill boxes here that come at the campsite. I set my cast iron right on the top there. That works good. We've got our pit barrel, and what else do we need? It's a wonderful site, our campsite right down there. So what I noticed about a lot of the campsites here is that they've done a good job of leveling this. I've walked around and looked at them. Most of them are pretty level. Now when you come off of the road, you have a little bit of an elevation change, but they've got it pretty well flattened out where the rigs sit. Even on the ones on the other side, they have an elevation, goes up, and then it flattens out. So that's a nice feature. They're all pretty much the same as far as the design. You have this kick out over here, so you have plenty of outdoor area to enjoy. You know, you're not stepping off, twisting your ankle down the hills like at some other parks that we go to. So this is a beautiful place. We got the woods behind us. It's really nice here. So as I said, we're just here to relax, do some barbecue. We're gonna check out some hiking trails and go to the Little River Canyon and do that drive. And I will grab the camera and show you some of the adventures while we're here at DeSoto.
I am working on our little Christmas tree for inside.
She is. She's been decorating the inside for Christmas. She bought us a little tree to go on the table, and she's buying some ornaments for it, and she's been enjoying getting that decorated as well.
I decided to buy vintage ornaments, so at the antique stores.
Yep. Took her to
It's been really fun.
When we were in Fort Payne, there's a few antique stores there. We were going to go to them, but apparently a lot of those stores close on Wednesdays. That's like their day off, and we didn't realize that. So,
Oh, darn, we'll have to go back.
yeah, well, you might have to go back into town. I'm going to be out here enjoying the camp and some barbecue.
Deal.
We'll bring you guys back when we have some more fun stuff to share with you, all right? I did want to touch on this briefly. So we were looking at the utility hookups. I like this setup right here. It's perfect for us. It couldn't have been any better for ours. See, all of ours is right here on the back corner of our camper. We go to so many campsites. This ends up being just a total screwed up mess, and it's like people hire the cheapest contractor they can to come in, and it's almost like they just tell them, well, we need a water line, so go put a water line out there. So you might have a power pole here, a water line way down there. The sewer line's usually way up in the front somewhere. This is a nice setup right here. It's very professional. You've got a nice concrete pad, proper sewer hookup, and a water spigot right next to it. This is one of the things I probably get aggravated about the most, because you go to a lot of RV parks and they literally have a piece of PVC pipe sticking out of the ground about 6 inches, and you have a hard time getting this stuff on there, and you're bent over on the ground. It's muddy and dirty. This is what you do right here. It's so easy. Pour a little pad, have a proper pipe and a spigot coming up out of the ground where you're not over on the muddy ground. So I really like that they thought all this stuff through. There's light in there, so at nighttime you can kind of see this. I just like their utility setup. It's a clean setup. See, we have cable. So you got a cable box there. They've done a nice job of designing these campsites the way they should be for modern RVs. course you are.
Hurry up and make our pasta.
This is Abby's pasta, cooked in the pit barrel. We've been enjoying a nice fire. And I think it's about ready. Let's check it out. Ooh,
Oh, it's perfect.
that looks good. So we grilled some chicken and a piece of sausage here in the pit barrel, then cooked our noodles and just mixed up some sauce. Topped it with some mozzarella, a little Italian seasoning, and heated everything up right here in the pit barrel. And that is about ready to serve.
Thanks for making me pasta.
You are welcome. It's a nice night here.